Welcome back. This is Anil Sharma, motivational speaker and corporate trainer. There's a very old saying, if you have lost money, you have lost nothing. If you have lost your health, you have lost something. And if you have lost your character, that means if you have lost your reputation, you have lost everything. This is a very old saying. So for a leader, maintaining a great reputation and keeping that great reputation intact is of critical importance. If a leader wants to exert great control on his people, on his team, it is very, very important for that leader to keep that reputation intact and to cultivate consciously with efforts to cultivate that reputation. How to cultivate that reputation, and through a story I am going to explain certain things to you through this video today. It comes from China. In 220 AD, the Great Han Empire collapsed, and after the collapse of Great Han Empire, the China became disintegrated. It completely became disintegrated into different kingdoms and small states. So from 220 AD till 280, that means for a period of 60 years, there was a sort of civil war in China, and three kingdoms, Shu kingdom, Wei kingdom and Wu kingdom, they played major part in that. And all these three kingdoms, Shu, Wei and Wu, these three kingdoms were constantly at war for 50 to 60 years. So this story comes from one of the kingdom's general, Chuko Liang. Chuko Liang is also known as Zigo Liang, and he is famously known as sleeping dragon because of the strategy he used to make, because of the tricks he used to employ during his war campaigns and during his different sorts of military campaigns. So his reputation was so fearsome, his reputation was so great, that wherever he used to go to fight war, his reputation used to precede him. So this story is about Chuko Liang, that once there was a situation in which Chuko Liang was surrounded by enemy forces, and Sima Yi, the another general of Wei kingdom, was leading the forces. Chuko Liang was resting in a small town with only 200 soldiers at his disposal, and he ordered most of his soldiers to go to a different location, and he was accompanied with only 200 soldiers. So there were some intelligence inputs from the enemy camp that Chuko Liang is alone along with only 200 soldiers, and this is the golden opportunity to capture him and to kill him, because he was a fearsome enemy and he had a great reputation for deception, because through his military campaigns on numerous occasions he survived assassination attempts and different types of attacks on him and on his forces as well. So when enemy camp's general leader Sima Li, the name of that general was Sima Li, he came to know about this situation, that Chuko Liang is resting in a small town surrounded only by 200 soldiers. So immediately rushed to that location, and his spies, Chuko Liang's spies also gave information. They came rushing to that small town in which he was camping, that Sima Li, the opposition camp general, was coming to that location accompanied by 150,000 soldiers. There was nothing he could do. Chuko Liang, there was nothing he could do. So what he did, instead of cursing his bad fate, instead of buckling down under pressure, what he did, he ordered his soldiers to hide, and only alone he stood at the rampart of the fort. He changed his clothes, he wore a Taoist robe, white color robe, and sat along on the rampart, the most visible part of the fort. And what he did, he lighted some incense, took out a flute wearing Taoist robe, and start playing flutes in a very calm, cool, composed manner, because his reputation was that fearsome. So in a matter of hours, the opposition army, accompanied by their general Sima Li, reached at the fort and encircled the fort. And because the gates of the fort were also flung open, the gates were not closed, the gates were open, and Chuko Liang was sitting at the most visible place where anybody and everyone can see him. So Sima Li could easily spotted that person, because dozens of times he had fought against him. He knew the man very well, and immediately he recognized him. But the spectacle was totally strange. It was very, very strange, different spectacle. He expected that Chuko Liang will try to run away, will try to defend himself, will close the gates of the fort, but nothing of that sort did happen. Gates were flung open, gates were open. Chuko Liang was wearing Taoist robes. That is a when you are in a most cool, calm, composed mood, then you used to wear those Taoist robes. And what he was doing, there was some incense fragrance lighting nearby him, and he was playing flute. So this spectacle, gave some sort of suspicion in the mind of Sima Li, and he immediately thought, because Chuko Liang had a great fearsome reputation for deception, for employing deceptive tricks onto his enemies, and he had done it a number of times as well when he was fighting against him. So immediately a thought came in his mind that this is a trap. There must be some hidden forces behind, or there must be something wrong with this whole spectacle that is unfolding right here before my eyes, and this seems a trap. Though he was accompanied with only 200 soldiers, but his reputation was so great, his reputation was so intact, his reputation was so fearsome that he hesitated to enter the fort. The gates of that fort were open. It was completely open. He just need to walk over. But he hesitated because of the reputation of that opposition general, and he studied the man for a while. He was cool, calm, composed, smiling, and he was playing flute. So immediately he ordered his soldiers to retreat hastily and get away. Get out of the fort, get out of the town as soon as possible. And they obey his order, and thus Chuko Liang saved himself, saved his skin. He was in fact accompanied by only 200 soldiers, and the opposition general's army was 150,000, and he saved himself and his small group of soldiers. This is the power of reputation. So anyone who wants to lead a team, this is especially relevant to leaders. Most of the time I see leaders keep telling people, you do this, you do this, you do this. First you have to cultivate your reputation. Your reputation is very, very important. The reputation of a leader, any person who wants to lead a group of people, who wants to inspire, who wants to motivate a group of people, cultivating first of all, then keeping that reputation is very important. How to cultivate and keep that reputation intact? Take any quality which you like, or any quality which you display through your behavior, through your external behavior, or any quality which you possess, any skill which you possess, and start working diligently on that. One quality, say for honesty. So if Mr. X is honest, his honesty should be legendary. How you will benefit from this? You will benefit from this, that if at certain occasions you do not display honesty of that level, even after that, because your reputation is so fearsome, your reputation is so great, your reputation is so intact, people won't put a question mark on you or on your follies or your mistakes. Even if you commit some mistakes, but your reputation is so great, you have diligently over a period of time cultivated this reputation, then people won't question you, they won't raise finger on you. That is the power of reputation, and for every leader, keeping that reputation intact is very, very important. I hope you would have liked the video. If you did like the video, please like, subscribe the channel and share. Thank you very much.